Hello, 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 amigas, and welcome to Amiga Handle Your Shit podcast. I am so excited, so over the moon for what just happened. And, amigas, I could not have ever done it without you. I really, from the bottom of my heart, I so am grateful for your listens, for all of the things that you have done to support me. And one of the biggest things that you've done to support me is making me #1 Amazon bestseller. Yes, I'm excited to say this, amigas. When I talked to you about the Amiga Way book, I was very nervous, and I try always to give you the best and show you exactly who I am. And sometimes I feel like maybe I overshare. I don't know, but I always feel that as amigas, we get to level up and show and demonstrate our superpower, our creative genius, who we are as mujeres, as leaders, as unstoppable mothers, as amazing wives, or just daughters of beautiful Latinos or Latinas or Latinas, whatever. You are a child of the Most High, and you are created in God's image. And I'm going to say God because that's who is my guidance. My inner knowing is through God. And as you know, I'm so deeply into my divine feminine, and that comes from my role model, which is the Virgin Mary. And I just so believe in honoring that which is us. And I know, and I knew that my book would be on the bestseller list. I completely did. And one of the things that I decided to do in my process was just to give it up to the Lord and give it up to all these beautiful souls that want to listen and possibly hear somebody else's story, somebody else's struggle, and hope that that would resonate and land on their hearts. And so that's exactly what I did. I really opened up my heart and poured over everything about me in this book. And I'm excited to tell you that because of you, I am in 11 categories, #1 Amazon bestseller. I mean, God, I can't even I never ever thought that that would be a possibility. I mean, I did and I didn't. Meaning, on the 3D level, I thought, oh my God, I had the anxiety and all the things. But then I opened up my heart and said, you know what? I'm just going to be who I am. And I'm going to showcase and highlight what I've learned throughout these years and hope that it resonates with others, because I know that God gave me this gift to say, to talk, to level, to inspire, to ignite and awaken amigas across the globe. And that's exactly what I believe I did in this book. So, because of your help, I am #1 Amazon bestseller. And I'm going to share a little bit about those categories. So, for the hot new releases, I'm #1 in Women in Business, #1 in Cultural and Regional Biographies, #1 in Biographies and Memoirs of Hispanic and Latino. That's right. #1 in Chronic Pain, #1 in Multiple Sclerosis, #1 Women's Inspirational Spirituality, #1 Inspirational Personal Testimonies. Oh my God, I can't even imagine this. I am so grateful. Thank you. and on Amazon bestsellers, #1 in women's inspirational spirituality, #1 in inspirational personal testimonies, #1 in chronic pain, and #1 in multiple sclerosis. And amigas, I am just over the moon that I get to say this publicly, that I believe that my tragedies have become my treasures. Let me say that again. My tragedies have become my treasures. What I believed was a tragedy, which was the diagnosis of multiple sclerosis, what I believed the chronic pain was a tragedy, I now can say that these have been treasures. And while I was in the moment of that illness, of that darkness, of that struggle, I knew in my heart that one day this would be a gift. And I can honestly say that. And for any of you who are suffering or are struggling, whether it is physical pain, mind pain, emotional pain, or some sort of struggle, know that you're not alone and that you have resources. And this book could help you. I know it can. And I just received some wonderful, wonderful feedback from amazing amigas who said that they were happy, that said that that it resonated with them and that it inspired them and allowed them to, to be vulnerable. And I'm so, so, so honored for these referrals, for these recommendations, for these, testimonies. Like I said, the tragedy becomes a treasure and therefore can become our testimony. So, amigas, thank you so much. And for amigos out there who listen to the podcast, thank you. I honor you as well. And know that this book is also for men. I'm telling you, I've had many men that say, like, wow, Jackie, this lands on me as well. Because some of my men, those that support me, are fathers, are brothers, are parents, right? Our spouses. And so I'm just so grateful. And so I really wanted to share on my podcast the process that I did in terms of getting people together, getting on with me on social media to launch this book. And so I was able to receive a lot of beautiful souls on this journey. And I was live for like 5 hours, give or take those little breaks because I had to go to the restroom and I had to eat a little bit. But nevertheless, I had these beautiful souls pop on sporadically throughout the day. And I figured, you know what? Let me share this journey with you. And this will be one of several episodes. I think I'm going to share these episodes, maybe not consecutively, but every other week. I still haven't decided that, but rest assured that they're juicy. And I do want to say thank you for your patience because the volume of my guests is not going to be as resonant as my voice because they're on their phones, on their mobile devices, or on their computers. So their voices may sound a bit muted, but nevertheless, you'll hear it. But just be patient with us. And God, so much. So, amigas, I'm going to stop talking because this episode is juicing and it's going to be a lengthy one. And as always would love a review. So, you might want to hit pause and put a review in on Apple Podcasts. So, my loves, without further ado, this is our book launch day.
Hi.
Say what?
Let me just get a brightened filter here.
Woohoo! OMG. So now I'm here on this side of town.
Yay! You're on the Instagram side of town. You're the cool side.
The cool side. where the cool cats live?
Yes.
All the cool cats live there, especially Christina Igaraividez.
Yes. How's it going, Jackie?
Oh my God. You know what? I just saw that I'm, let me, God, if I could go in here and show on Amazon, I got a link that I'm like today's number one seller. Like, yes, today. Not the best seller, but
Yeah.
the one that came out.
That's still great.
I'm just like, oh my God, yes. I'm
Yay.
excited. I'm excited for that. I mean, I'm like, what? Is happening.
It's happening. You're making it happen.
But you know what? I mean, I'm like this. Okay, so I really have to give a tremendous shout out to you because it would never have happened without your guidance and your support. So, amigas out there, Christina is one of the best storytelling coaches, bar none, literally.
Oh,
Like she,
thank you so much.
yes, you totally like really um guided me through the process, and you were so, I mean, I don't want to say gentle because I don't want you to feel like, oh no, meek or
No,
no,
say
no,
whatever is true. Say
but
whatever is right.
but you were so like, I mean, it was so wonderful because there, you know, sometimes I get trapped in my legal mind, and so having Christina like, well, Jackie, let's expand here. I'm like, because I'm all about the conclusion. I'm like, da, 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 da. But no, it was like, it was so nice to like be able to help me expand the thought, and I think
Yeah.
that's where a lot of people get stuck. I believe where and then they second guess themselves, like, oh, I don't know how to write, oh, I don't know how to say this, and oh, da, 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 da. But if you align yourself with people like Christina from Storypathy, you know, it they help you. She helps you just get your message across. And so just wanted to make sure that I said that. So
Thank you. It was so. I know another client recently gave me a review and said I was very patient with them too, and I think that's a big part of me because I've been writing as well, and I think I just always try to work with people the way I would like to be worked with, and obviously as we go along, if folks need something else, I want to create a space where you can tell me that too.
Yeah.
And I had a student, a man, one time in class tell me at the last class, like I asked for any, open comments or feedback for a storytelling 101 class, and he was an older gentleman, and he was like, and this was right at the start of the height of the pandemic, and he's like, I wish you would have forced us to memorize our stories. And like, that's literally what he said, like, forced you. And I was like, let me take a moment, sir. For me, I feel like I don't stay in the same template all the time because life changes, right? So I like to change according to life and make space for those changes and those transitions. So prior to 2020, I was making people memorize their 6-minute stories. Like, and we were in person, right? So we were on a little stage, so we got to practice. And this was virtual now. So for me, I was like, everyone is dealing with their own stuff right now. And I don't want people to have another unnecessary burden where I think they could still learn if they're familiar enough with their story and they can take edits, right? So I made that conscious choice to not force people this time around to memorize their story. And that was the only time I got that comment. And another woman quickly piped up and was like, I'm glad you did it because I had all of this going on in my family life and blah, blah. And just being able to show up with my written story and read it just made me like so much less stress. I'm like, okay, great, I'm validated.
Yes, yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, there's so many different modalities of learning, right? And some people need repetition to memorize something, right? And some need to see it. They're more visual. Some are more auditory. So there's so many different ways of learning. And what I appreciate from you, Christina, is your ability to not be constrained into one way of teaching.
Yeah.
Because we're so many. There's so many of us.
Yeah.
And we all have our own stories and we have our own ways of, teaching the program, the course, whatever it is, or of pitching a project or of saying a story, right? And the cadence behind your story, because it's different when it's vocal, right?
Yeah.
And versus writing it. And I'm like to the point, boom, boom, boom.
I know, but that's how you were taught, right?
Yeah.
Is to get to the point. And I love that because people are typically on one, people love relishing in the detail, and love staying in the beauty of the details. And it was like this, and it was like that. And it takes us forever to get to the point, right? And then there's other people, and you even forget sometimes the point. And then there's other people that are like, and it happened.
And it happened like me. A plus B equals C. That's it. You don't need to know any fluff in between.
But I love that because when you did expand, we found so many gems, like so many funny moments that were just Jackie thoughts in the moment, right? And I just remember you feeling sometimes like, is this gonna make me come off like this? And is this gonna sound right? And it's like, you're fine. You're fine. I am a good barometer of like offensiveness. My barometer like hits like hard, when the second, and we've gone back and like changed things that maybe sounded a little like forceful, right? But I think that is the majority of people when they get to the page, it's like, I don't want to ruffle feathers, right? Or like ruffle them in a bad way,
right?
Because it's definitely okay to ruffle all the feathers, right?
Yes.
If it's in the name of serving, right, and helping people.
Right. Yes. And there was a lot of, I wouldn't say, it was ruffling feathers. I feel like, ruffle feathers is what I do as a lawyer, because that's what we got to do. You got to get paid. Not that I need to get paid now, but but it was more of like, there are things that you say like, okay, well, maybe this particular statement may be better off just not now. Like, like when I had that little situation, I was so mad and so hurt, and I just had to say it and just like write it out and then just put it on paper and then just like, okay, let it go. Let it go. And it was so important to do the writing piece behind that. Like, and that helped me, to really elevate my story.
Yes.
Because you don't want to write from an angry position, because that's not what I want to do in my book. Like, that's not what I wanted. And now I have this saying, and I'm now like, I'm going to bet on this. It's like, if it doesn't flow, it's got to go.
Yes. And let me just dig a little deeper into that situationship. I will never forget, because we had been writing several chapters at this point, right? And then there was a disagreement that happened in your life, and that really just brought a lot of emotion and hurt, right? So I didn't know what happened, right? Unbeknownst to me, all I see is Jackie's latest few paragraphs on the page, and I start reading, and I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Where did she go? Where did she go?
But it's just so interesting because that's the beauty of writing. Like, it's so clear. Once you allow yourself to be free in your writing, it's your emotions and your intentions become so clear, for better, for worse. It's there because you let yourself be free in it, right?
Yeah.
And it was very clear to me that it stood out against the other ways that you were writing. So instead of keeping it, because I also I don't like telling people this needs to go, like cut, I like to see if there's a nugget in there that we could still use that will help still fulfill its purpose, right? But how can we mold it and shape it in a way that's going to serve our audience more than ourselves?
Right.
So that was the turn we made, right? Okay, how can we shift this disagreement, this real life situation, and show versus tell, right? Show people how they can recover from something like this,
right?
And feeling, these feelings, but also move through them,
yes.
right? So we took a minute, and I think you rewrote it beautifully. Like, instead of it coming off as this is what's going to happen to you, it's like, when and if this happens, right? This is how you get to proceed, right?
Yeah.
And I think it just came out so great, and it really just turned towards, the reader, and what's going to help them.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And I'm very proud of what we did and how it turned out. Yeah, that was the chapter. Part of it had to do with forgiveness. And I was like, and I don't know if it was at that point, I don't know if it was called forgiveness. It was just kind of, we knew there was something to do with that, but it's all these gifts that we receive, and that was a gift because it allowed me to, hey, Jackie, use your tools, get out of your way, don't be all fucking victim, excuse my French,
Don't be a fucking victim.
Don't be all victimada and todo, I'm like, stop being that way and just really, now, like I say, if it doesn't flow, it must go.
Oh my gosh, the Jackieisms, y'all. When you read this, the Jackieisms are on point.
It's so much fun, and we had so much fun. I mean, I at least on my side, I had a lot of fun writing this because, I mean, I think it would not have ever happened, like going back in time and remembering things would never happen if I didn't sit down to actually write about it. And what was coming up was like next level, like, what, how did that come in? It was so cool. Like, it was just a lot of downloads along the way and funny moments of my life that really unconsciously had a lot of relevance in my life today. Like, it was so cool. Like, oh, that's the reason why I'm doing this.
Yeah, that's why I'm like this.
Yep.
Just that one moment, right? I know. You're reminding me of something. Yeah, going into this, we didn't know each other at all, right? We had never even met. And obviously, that's pretty likely, when you're having a client relationship. But we did have mutual friends, and I think that also helped create some comfort straight away, too. And I had no idea what to expect. I mean, I didn't know what kind of writer you were, or what you had done previously, right? I was starting to listen to your podcast, and there was a point very early on where you sent me a keynote speech you made at the start of a conference.
Yeah.
And it includes your core story that you have at the very beginning of your book. Discovering your pain, physical pain, right?
Right.
And I don't want to give too much away. That's why I'm being vague. But I remember watching Jackie, you speak, and I was very impressed. I was floored, and I was just captivated by your words. And it made me so excited. Like, I cannot tell you. I was like, she got it. She got it. You don't know. You're like, how much? Because I have to, plan accordingly to where people are at, right? I don't do the same thing for everyone. Right. If you're here, I'm going to meet you here, right? If you're over here, I'm going to meet you up there, right? So your speech told me that you knew how to use your words, and you knew how to captivate people, and you knew how to tell your story. Mm-hmm. So knowing that, I was like, okay, now I feel comfortable pushing Jackie on this, because I know she could do it, right? Yeah. Because that's all I needed was just one reference point, and it just, I can't tell you how much it tickled me. Like, I right away. I was like, she's a good storyteller. I already know.
Thank you. When you say tickle me, I'm like, tickle me, Amo? Like that kind?
It's just like a little ooh, some people get chills.
Yeah.
I got a little tickle.
Yes.
This is exciting.
Yes. I feel like there was several moments like that in the book.
What's one of your favorite stories?
Oh.
You don't have to tell it, but you can reference.
I mean, it's so. One of them was, it's so funny, and it's so how that, when I was writing it, I remember it to the T, which was a reference with my brother as young kids, and playing, and that little situation was like, wow, that's where, I can honestly say, Jackie really is creative and really was a leader. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I can go back and see wow, that playing has a lot to do with who you are today. Going out there and playing, and I was full out in what I was doing back then, and then how unconsciously I do that in a different way.
Yes.
So
we're always changing, but there's a core part of us, I feel that always stays the same, or is always there, deep down, right? As we learn. But I totally feel that, and you talk about in your book how play is so important to remember in our lives as adults. Is to help people practice their freedom in themselves. And that's an easy way to practice freedom, right? It's just, because when you're playing, you're letting go, and there's no stakes, right? There's there's the challenges, but they're fun, right? Your life isn't going to change if you win or lose a game, right?
Right.
So it's just a great way to practice being free in your mind and body, and it's so refreshing to remember that too.
Yes, and it's just being a kid again. Obviously you can't go back, but pretend play, how important that is.
Yeah,
it helps with visualization even as an adult. You're pretend playing the outcome.
Yeah, even with, vision boarding, that's like scrapbooking too, right?
Yeah.
And putting pictures and words together, that's still like a form of play, like you said, with the visualization. So that's an easy way to do that. And I know people who do vision boards like at once a quarter, so it doesn't have to just be one and done a year, right? Like you need to make your own rules when it comes to play.
Totally. I love that. Yeah, now my life is all about playing. There's no hustle, no grind. None whatsoever. I told you, if it doesn't flow, it must go.
Yes. I just saw a video yesterday that kind of reminded me of that was saying how, you will know when something is for you when it comes easy for you and other people are like, what the heck? They're like, how do you do that? Right? But it's just like second nature to you, and like an idea that comes to you on the toilet, but is something that other people strive to do. That's what we should be leaning more into, right? Instead of trying to do exactly what other people are doing. That doesn't fit our own skill set and personality, right?
Right. I always I wonder, I'm like, what do I do? what am I good at?
And that's the problem too, when you're good at a lot.
If it doesn't flow, it must go. I think I'll like, I have like those zingers, like those one-liners, like sometimes, and I'm like, oh wow, did that come out of my mouth? It's so funny, like like just that came out today. I'm like, oh, I think I'm gonna be using that one. But yeah, like I mean, it's like there's so many. I like to stack on the gifts. I want to say that we're stacking on our gifts, right? Because I've been told, and I do believe, like, oh my God, Jackie, the way you put your outfits together, like, how do you do that? And I'm like, I don't know. I just boom, 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 boom. It's so easy. Like for me, that is easy.
Yeah.
How do you get on the mic so easily? I'm like, I just do. It just flows. I feel like that's because, not only because I'm a lawyer and like it's easy for me to do public speaking, not in the beginning, but I mean, come on, 23 years. I mean, I I have to get used to it by now, Or are you there? Are you there? Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, sorry. It's kind of verbally for me.
Oh, yes. No, I'm just saying that in terms of like, like what comes easily to me is public speaking.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you would think after 23 years of being a lawyer, I mean, come on. You can't say you're shy.
Yeah.
Not anymore. Yeah. You can't. And so, but I've been trained. Believe me, there was a beginning and there's an end, and I've been trained. So that's why I think it's easier for me, because I have been trained. Writing this book completely different from my normal writing. It's like it's like right now it's like so creative, and that was really new for me. So that's why I sought out the best services that can help me just take out, get out all the things that I wanted to say in this book. So, there are definitely things that I'm good at, and there's definitely things that I need to work on. But I think it's the same for everybody. Like everyone has their nuggets. You just got to decide. And even if you don't have it, you can learn to have it, right? To get it, right?
Exactly.
Like, you weren't born with storytelling. No. So that's that's why it's kind of like it's certain things you can learn.
Yeah. And it's all, I was able to learn how to be free in pursuing my passions and curiosity at, I think, a great time right after college. Some might call it late, but for me, that's when I first started practicing being free and exploring things that truly caught my attention, like doing improv and taking comedy classes. And I just kept doing that, like, even if it doesn't make sense, right? Like, I never want to attach myself to a single identity, because that's going to limit me from things that might benefit me later on. And I think for me, moving to LA 7 years ago, I started becoming very curious about self-improvement and how to just be better, feel better in your body, right? And in your mind. That was something I never thought about ever in my 20s. And not even once, you know? I think the only time I was forced to think about what I was putting in my body was when I was diagnosed with celiac disease at 23 years old. Yeah. And I was forced to relook at what I was eating and my lifestyle, because that's the only way to keep the inflammation at bay, right? So that was my start. But in LA was truly my self-help journey. And because of that curiosity on my own, I was able to understand everything you were writing about. Like, even if I didn't learn it specifically, it made sense, right? And I was able to connect to it very quickly. So I didn't have to be like, what does this mean? Or like, what are you trying to say here? I don't really understand. Like, how does this work? This feels a little like, ooh.
Yeah, totally. I mean, I love that, because you're very knowledgeable about a lot of things, and you were able to put all that into coaching with me, because, you know, even little things that you're like, wait a minute, what does that mean? Even that, it was easy to work with. It was so easy, because you already had a backing. You already knew. You know, it's just
there's a baseline, at least.
Yeah, there's a baseline. So, yeah, I mean, now you're doing, like, you've been doing comedy, so I really wanted you to expand on that, because some of your reels, not some, all of them, are hella funny, amigas. If you haven't seen her, you gotta see this. So
yeah, that's on my personal page.
Oh my God, I know. I don't know why you don't have it on this page.
I know. I'm starting to. That's my biggest hurdle, is how do I bring both versions of myself together? And I'm slowly starting to do that by allowing myself to be sillier in my coaching too, and in the tips. And I think I can merge them more. So I'm just starting to do that more. So thank you for that reminder.
Yeah. Yes.
But yeah, my personal page, I do impressions. I make fun of shows, and you know, I use it as my playground again to play, right?
Yeah.
And to just act a fool, because it feels good.
Yes, I know. And how do you come up with these ideas? Because I'm like, what is she? How? I know she's a very busy woman. I'm like, how does she have the time? How does she do it?
I think not everything is a hit. Just FYI, if anyone goes to my reels, and that's okay. It's fine.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to make a formula to go viral every time. For me, expressing myself is the number one thing. If I think it's funny and there's a central idea around it, that's all I want to express.
Yeah.
So the character ones are very easy, because I think in a character, and I write in a character-based world. So I don't like when people imitate people online, and it comes off as like, look at me, I'm imitating Kim Kardashian.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I want you to be Kim Kardashian.
Right.
That's how you're going to laugh, right?
Yeah.
You never want people to know that you're imitating the person.
Right.
Right. You know?
Exactly.
Just, be in the person. So with J-Lo, I do J-Lo. It's so easy because everybody knows who she is.
Yes.
The way she is. So we have so much information.
Yes.
That it's okay, how can I come at, J-Lo drinks water. perspective, right? And any regular person would just, oh, okay, I'm gonna have some water. But J-Lo would ask, what kind of water is this? Where does this come from? Why do I need to drink this right now?
Yes, yes. I want you to do an impression of how she's now like selling a bra line.
She is?
Yeah, it's an intimate line.
Oh, yes,
right?
I did see that. Yes.
And I'm like, oh my god, how she like can't say the word. Oh my god. In whatever it's called.
Intimacy?
Yeah. So I think this would be a perfect one to do.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I'm not about showing my body, so I'm gonna have to find maybe it's like from here up. Just like, check out my new line. You can't look at me though.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That would be fabulous.
Yeah, because she's always like, everyone's always said like, oh, you can't look at her in the eye. So that's always been like a side joke. It's like, don't look at me in the face.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. I thought she always, well, yeah, because she always is showing her body.
Right.
Like that's her thing, right? Like I'm like,
yeah.
Why? Okay, so she goes and shows her body, like all her body, and I'm like, why is she doing that? She doesn't have to do that. I don't know who's she doing that for. Is it for guys? I don't know. Anyways, they're not the ones that buy the products. It's the girls that buy the products. So I don't know.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, but your J-Lo, oh my God, it's like killer. I love it. I absolutely love it. Yeah. So ladies, boys, guys, I don't know, all of you, go check out her personal page, and now that she's going to be on the Story Pathy page.
Yes, thank you so much.
Yeah.
I think next, me and my neighbor, she's blonde and blue-eyed, are going to do a Selling Sunset parody.
Oh, nice.
I know. I'm just the beginning of it. Because they're something else, too. And they're easy, too. Like, you know who they are, right? And how they act with each other and what their thing is.
Right.
Because that's what the whole show is about, right?
Right,
okay,
right.
How would they come at this thing?
At
right?
this situation. Yes.
Yeah.
I love that. That's fun. God. It's so much, like, if you can have fun and play and get paid, hello.
I know.
That's the best of all worlds.
Exactly.
Yes, absolutely. So what other parody are you working on?
I also do AOC, which is also easy.
Yes. Like she wants to kill everybody off.
Yeah. And she she's very serious, but here's the thing, like she also is a millennial, right? And she's and I even push the levels on that. Oh, I think you paused.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
no, yeah. We paused a little bit.
Yeah. So like, she's very much about like, eat the rich and, being, spending her own money and, not taking money from other people and stuff. So it's like, I have one video where she comes back from dinner and she shows off her outfit, right? And so, she says, this top is from Goodwill and these pants are from the trash. So like, how do I take that like thriftiness to the next level? It's like, oh, okay. How do you get something free? Well, you steal it or you get it from the trash.
Right. Pick and save. Oh my God. Yes. That's so much fun. Yeah. She's next level. I'm like, girl, I ain't hating. You making money. I ain't hating.
I know. And I try to find people to imitate that like other people aren't doing. So like, I don't know that many people who are doing J-Lo out there. Like,
no. You're the one. You're the one to, yes. 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 No, you're the
Yeah.
one. You're the one. For
Thanks.
sure.
Because like anyone could do the Kardashians, right? They all have the same like.
Have you done one? I haven't seen you with the Kardashian one.
So I've just only done Courtney because she's so easy to do, and that's all I think I'll do.
Yes. Courtney is the youngest one? No, I don't know who they
I
are.
think she's the oldest, actually.
Oh,
She's shorter.
oh
She's
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
short one,
She's the
but
short one.
I think she's actually the oldest
Yeah,
one.
yeah, yeah. She is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, I don't watch the show. I mean, I used to like years ago when it came out, I think.
Yeah,
But then,
yeah.
I'm like, I don't know. No sé.
I know. No, I can't watch it either. It hurts my brain.
Yeah. Yes. I don't. Yeah. They're. I don't know. They have the what do they? Every guy that is involved with them has like the Kardashian. I call it the curse.
Yeah.
The Kardashian curse.
So true.
I don't know.
So true.
Like shit. Would I want? No. Oh, they got the venom. Oh, did you?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I know.
Whatever. But you're amazing, and I love everything that you're doing. And
Thank you.
thank you so much for all your wisdom, for all your support. I could never have done this one, so you can get it. Now I'm gonna pitch.
Yay!
You see that? Oh my God! This Amigas, it's available now on Amazon. Only the Kindle version, 99 cents, and you can find it in my link in my bio. And I've got a lot of prizes. You can check it out also in my along my stories and on posts. If you purchase and then you have 5 friends purchase and those 5 friends buy 5 each and you show me proof, you get $500 from me.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
Yeah, $500, but I'm only giving 2 away. So I have a friend who says she's gonna get it. So you guys better rush to it. Go, and you gotta send me proof, screenshots of it. Either DM me or on my here or on Facebook. But literally, that's one of the biggest prizes. And then the other prize is if you buy 10 Kindles, if you get 10 people to buy 10 Kindles, I will then mail you an actual copy. I'll send it via mail to you with my signature. Because, ladies, I'm going to be famous. Just
yes, you are. Oh my God. Okay, Jackie.
Yes.
I want you to imitate someone.
Oh, me? Oh, God.
Even if it's like, I do this exercise in storytelling classes too. It's like, find a friend in your life or a neighbor or someone who has a very specific point of view. Like, they're very like this and like that, or they're very like this and like that. And like this,
oh, my God. I don't know. Like who?
I don't know. Is there someone in your life that has a big
maybe
personality?
Oh, my
You
husband.
don't have to say who. You don't have to say who.
No, it could be my husband. He'll forgive and love me anyways.
Okay. How would you promote your book as your husband?
As my husband? Okay. Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay? Because if you're not okay, I've got a million pills here for you to take. And I have this book for you. Can't miss out on this book. I learned everything from her. Are you okay? Are you okay?
I love it. Yes. Oh my God. It's so easy. See, if Jackie could do it, you could do it.
Yeah. I call him quality control.
Oh my God.
I'm like, stop already. Stop being quality control. Like, but I mean, he knows I love him to death, obviously. But sometimes I'm like, babe, you take your quality control to a whole different level. I'm like, stop micromanaging me.
That's so funny. My husband does the same thing.
Oh my God, it is
He's
so.
very like that.
Yeah, no, he's next level quality control guy. So he's got his. That's my thing for him. Like, is todo bien? Todo bien? Todo bien?
Aww.
You know, Luis Miguel. Every time he goes into a room, he always says this. Todo bien? Todo bien? Todo bien?
Really?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow.
Have you watched any of his movies? His films?
Yes, but I don't remember. I saw the show
Yeah.
on Netflix.
Todo
based
bien?
on-
Todo bien? Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I love that.
It's like a total Mexican, from the capital kind of vibe.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
hilarious.
Yeah. So
Oh my
it's so
gosh.
interesting. I know. So many love. Oh, look at this. There's so many people. This is so
Oh.
sweet. Hello. Oh my God. Check it out.
Hello.
Buy my book. Buy my.
Yes, the book is out on Kindle, y'all.
It's on Kindle. And I know some of you are going to say, well, I don't have a Kindle. That's okay. You don't need to have a Kindle. All you have to do is download the app. Or if you are an Amazon member, you can get it on Amazon. It's on Amazon.
Yeah.
I don't have a Kindle, and it was easy for me to get. I don't know if there's been some people that have said that they have Amazon, but they're not able to get it. But what I've learned is that you just get the app and then just purchase it there.
Okay.
But just and tell 10 friends or tell 5 by 5 by 5 to get the $500.
Yes, I love it.
So everything is super aligned. I love it, and everything is so good. And what did it say? What's that little cartoon? What is it called? Everything is is it Trolls? Is it
Oh,
Trolls?
I don't know.
One of those little animated things. I don't know. These are the times where I'm like, I'm having an MS moment.
Oh no!
No, but isn't
a human?
It's a funny. I feel like
Yes,
it's,
you're having a human moment.
it's one of the old age whatever.
Oh
Yes.
my gosh.
Everything is wonderful. Oh yes, it's that little Lego guy. Everything
What
is
does it say?
everything is wonderful, or everything is something. Help me out, people here who are on the on the call here. Help me out. What's that Lego saying from the kids? Everything is wonderful.
I don't remember.
Oh my God.
I don't have kids. So
It's
I
a
don't know.
song. It's a song from Legos, and everything is wonderful. It's like everything is amazing. That's
Everything is amazing.
everything is amazing. So yes.
I love that. Something my husband would never say.
Oh yeah. No.
Either, because he's quality control.
He's
and he has a British accent, so.
Everything is awesome. Yes.
Oh my God, that's my nephew.
Everything is awesome. Yes, everything is awesome. I love it. Yes.
Yes.
How cute. Your nephew went on. How cute.
Yes. Aww. I was just gonna do a terrible British accent because it is the only impression that I just can't do, because I learned, like, Neil, my husband, has a very subtle accent, and actually I've just gotten so used to it that I don't even hear it anymore, so I can't do his accent. But I only know British accents now from trash reality shows.
Oh, I love that. Lay it on me thick. Lay it on me right now.
Okay, thank you, Ashton. See you later.
How cute.
But it's always like, Love Island accents that it's like, what's the crack? What's the crack? I have good banter. I think he has banter. Yeah, I quite like him. I quite like him a lot. Yeah.
Oh my God. I could never, my daughter tries to do the British accent, and sometimes she gets a little, some I'm like, okay, I can see that. You got to expand on that word. No, I try to do it, but
I missed it.
No, I was just saying that my daughter likes to do the Britain accent, but it's like, sometimes I'm like, you got to expand. Maybe a little, like just a little, but
yes.
I
Yes.
know.
Oh, I love
So, your husband is British?
it. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
He's British Indian.
Mm.
Yeah. So he grew up in London, and all his family's there, including his nephew who is on here. He came in from London.
How cute. How cute.
Yeah.
He said, everything is awesome. Yes, I see. I hear
Yeah.
it. Everything is awesome. And I'm so grateful, so happy for all the gifts, all the blessings, all the love.
Yay.
So,
Love it.
my link is in the bio, ladies, amigos and amigas. Here on this live, you can, go into my bio and there's a link to purchase the Kindle there. So there's no need to like, oh, there's Ilona. I love Ilona.
Ilona Pamplona.
She's awesome. She'll be next on my Everything is Awesome. Everything is, yes.
This is like your virtual tour.
Yeah,
like,
yes.
Jackie going on
Virtual tour. And I'm actually recording it on my, what's it called? My GarageBand so that I could put it in my podcast. So what I want to do is compile these interviews and send it so that it could be repurposed and as an episode.
Yay! That's amazing.
No sé, that just came to me. I'm like, all right.
Work smarter, not harder.
That's right. Fire. Yes. I've been recording all of them so that I can like just, shoot it in there. And hopefully, I'm sure from all of it, it's going to be like, I think a how-to guide, how to do a virtual book launch.
Yeah, I love that.
Listen, guys, how to do a book launch virtually. Yes. So I'm doing this. I'm like, yes, love. Amen. Yeah.
Well, thanks so much for having me on, Jackie.
Thank you so much for being here, Christina. I'm so grateful to you. Without you, this book would never be a thing. Yes.
Oh, thank you so much. And I can't wait for it to be in everyone's hands.
Woo!
And phones.
And phones.
Get that app, y'all.
Get the app and do the Kindle. Help me become #1 bestseller. Help me.
Yes, we need more Latinas in the #1 spot.
That's right. Let's do this shit. Let's do it. Everything is awesome.
Everything is awesome.
Mwah. Thank you so much. I love you so much.
Thank you. Love you too, Jackie. Thanks, everyone.
Bye. All right. Bye. Okay. The live here is different. Okay. Yes. Now, Ilona, do you want to come on? Diana. Yes. Let me see, Ilona. Let me see. How can I have you be a part of it? Let me see, Ilona. Yes, I'm going to invite you, Ilona. Hopefully you can make it. If you can join, can you join?
Hello. Yeah. On the road, but excited to support.
Yes, thank you so much, Ilona. Oh my God, I don't want you to crash and burn. No.
I'm a passenger, thank goodness.
Oh, okay, good. All right, awesome. Yes. No, I mean, oh my God. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is Ilona Pamplona. She is like one of my astrology spiritual gurus. She's amazing, and you all have to get to know her. And she tells it how in the spiritual realm it's supposed to connect with you.
We channel it out.
That's right. We channel it out. And you're in Nevada, right?
Right now I'm in Las Vegas, yes.
Yes. For how long are you going to be there? Because I know you're from the East Coast.
I was in Florida for 6 years, and I'm liking it out here on the West Coast. So we're allowing the stars to dictate where we end up.
Wow, of course.
Dulce Ruby. Thank you, Dulce. By the way, I get to connect you and Dulce Ruby very soon. This is the power duo right here.
Perfect. So what I'm doing, Ilona, is that I'm actually, as I'm doing these social media lives. I'm actually recording it on my garage band so that I can repurpose it for my podcast. So I'm like, girl, you know me. The thoughts come and then I execute.
Let it flow.
Let it flow. And I came up with something. It's called, if it doesn't flow, then it must go.
Oh, I like that. That's very aligned.
Right?
That's very aligned.
If it doesn't flow, it must go.
My sister's driving and she's doing this while you're saying it.
Oh, that's awesome. Yes, yes. Because it's true though, right? I mean, if it doesn't flow, you got to let it go. It's not for you. And I've learned...
not attachment.
Yeah, yeah. So, Ilona, why don't you share with us, like, okay, so you figured out my what do we call it? Not the human design. Yeah. And how that works in our favor when you actually figure it out.
Yes. So it's so interesting because there's so many systems of self-knowledge. And, you and I know, having been in the more traditional corporate world, there's, strengths finders and Myers-Briggs. But then there are these systems like astrology, human design, gene keys, and they tell us a little bit more about how our soul is working, how our energy is working. And when we understand how our energy is working in the quantum field, what we came to source based on the time and day we were born, then we begin to align with our true desires. We kind of allow ourselves to decondition what society is telling us that maybe feels like it's against our own internal desire. And we begin to give ourselves permission to actually live the life we want.
Yes, yes. So we are definitely living our lives. Yes, absolutely. I'm excited for all the things. I mean, I'm like, this book, this is like a huge thing for me, and I'm loving all the support that I'm getting. And I don't know if you know, Ilona, but a girlfriend of mine just sent me like a picture, a screenshot of today's number one best-selling today. Like it's selling today, like number one.
Yes.
And I'm like, and the category is women and business. And I'm like, what the fuck? Yes, 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 yes. But amigas, amigos, go and purchase more, because in order for me to be part of the best sellers list, I need more purchases. And you can find the link in my bio. And it's also sorted within posts in here. And yes.
Support that book.
Woohoo! Yes. So I don't know how to put it here in the comment, because I'm not. When it comes to social, yeah, I'm not. Yeah, just go to my
link in bio.
Link in bio.
DM you afterwards. Yes.
Or DM me.
I also put it in my stories so that people can check it out today as well.
Oh, thank you. And so I have several prizes. The biggest prize is the $500. So I got 2 opportunities for that. Obviously, I can't give $500 to a million people. I'll be bankrupt. But for 2, the first 2 people that share the 5x5x5, which means if you buy your Kindle and then you tell 5 other people to buy Kindles, and those 5 people tell 5 other people to buy the Kindles, and you show proof that everybody did, and be the first or second, you get $500 cash in your bank account. Okay? Dinero. Remember, money flows, right? Like, it's an energetic exchange. So I really believe in this. So, amigas, please, please, please make it a point. Purchase more than one. Unfortunately, you can't, like, you know how sometimes you can click, I want to purchase 20 of them because it's only 99 cents. You can't do that. However, if you have several emails, this is where you start using your smarts. Dr. V was telling me, I've got about 10 emails. I'm like, yeah, then you get a book, an autographed actual book by me. So if you have several emails, then that means you can purchase several of those Kindles. Yeah. And if you say to me, you can't, you don't have Kindle, that's okay. No importa. It's less than chicle, right? Costs less than
Yes.
gum. Costs less than gum. So, yes, I'm just very, very grateful. Look at all these people. This is so amazing.
It's so amazing to pop in. And I have to say something. What you are doing when it comes to supporting the book, anyone watching, we are right now entering a 20-year cycle of Pluto and Aquarius. And Aquarius is about the collective. And Pluto is about where our power is and the things that we get to let go. And so this is like a time where for 20 years, we really get to support each other as groups, as societies, as collectives. So your 5x5x5 system is like amazing and so aligned with the Aquarian energy, by the way, your son, of saying, hey, if I help you, you help me. Together we all rise.
Right. Exactly. I love all this stuff. I swear to God. We all rise, and your support is so important to me. And I really want everyone to get their hands on this book. I mean, I still don't have it in my hands because I'm getting the author's copy, I think, next week. So, I mean, I have the Kindle, obviously, but not the actual physical copy. And I'm obsessed with physical copy books. Like, I can't get into the digital space, even though that's what I'm promoting right now. But to be honest, like, I'm still old school. Like, I like the feel of the book. I like the smell of the book. I love the pages. I like to write on it. I like to put, question marks on them. I'm obsessed with books. And everybody who knows me since I was a little girl knows that I love reading. And I've been reading, obviously we all been reading since the beginning of time. But specifically for me, this is so big because, I to see my name as an author on a book is really cool. It's really neat. Ilona, you wrote. Let me see if I can find your book, Mood Ring. I'll show it.
The Mood Ring Journal. Yes, this journal is your mood ring. It is definitely, and I have to say, it's also really empowering and amazing to be a Latina.
Yes.
And having our name, our words, our culture, like even just our identity there, right?
Yes.
To see a name that represents us in a book, on a book, is very empowering and inspiring. So I know that feeling, and I'm so excited that you are part of that club, of the Latina Authors Club. And, if you're watching this too, like, Jackie is the kind of people that's going to push through the boundaries and do the things that you also get to do. She is. Thank you for writing this book and inspiring other people to do the thing as well.
Thank you. Oh my God, that is so beautiful. I never even thought ever in my life that would be a thing for me. Not in this space, like not in the lawyer space. In the lawyer space, I could see, I write briefs, I write all those things, or, getting into one of the case studies. And like, I saw myself, I could write one of those, things that are precedent and stuff like that. But, oh my God, that's like so different from what I did today, what I've done right now. And it's so cool, like, to do something that flows but I had to let go because it didn't flow.
Yeah. Non-attachment. Non-attachment is something we all get to learn in this lifetime.
Yes, non-attachment. I love that, Ilona. Oh my God, this is incredible.
I'm proud of you. I'm so excited for you.
Thank you.
I can't wait for everyone to buy this book and for it to be the #1 bestseller and for us to have more powerhouses like you on those lists.
Oh, thank you. From your words to God's ears, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Love it. And so it is. And so it is. Amen. Amen. So thank you. Where are you heading right now? I
have to run a few errands before client calls, but I couldn't help but make sure that we supported you, boosted you, uplifted you as you continue this journey. It's happening. Let's go, people. Get the Kindle. It's 99 cents.
That's right. That's right. On that note, thank you. Mwah.
Good
Adios.
luck, love.
Thank you.
Ciao, amiga.
Ciao.
Bye.
Bye-bye. All right. Oh my God. There's so much love. So much love. Is Dr. V here? Are you here, Dr. V? Because I don't know if you still are here. If you are, let me see. Let me see if you are. I'm going to, Doc. Let's see. I'm going to invite you, Dr. V, if you are on. Let's see if you can, because sometimes I know how it is. I don't know if you're traveling right now, but if you're not, and you want to join, let me know. So I have let me see. Is she here? I don't know. Maybe she left. Maybe she left. Hi, Christina Mantel. How are you? Diana, how are you? Okay, Dr. V. Yay. All right, what else do I have here? I have Jackie, are you a lawyer? Yes, I am, from the state of California. Okay, well, I guess I'll take a short break because is unable to join. Okay, I'm going to take a short break and I will be back for more. I just need to do a couple little things and I'll be back online. Stay tuned, amigas. I got more.